Hong Kong has long been a symbol of economic dynamism and cultural vibrancy. Its skyline, adorned with towering skyscrapers, reflects the city's relentless pursuit of progress and innovation. From its humble beginnings as a British trading post, it transformed into a global financial hub. The journey from a small fishing village to a bustling metropolis is a testament to the resilience and entrepreneurial spirit of its people. The city's strategic location and free market policies attracted businesses and investors from around the world. Hong Kong's port became one of the busiest in the world, facilitating trade and commerce on an unprecedented scale. Hong Kong became a gateway between East and West. Its international airport, one of the busiest globally, serves as a crucial link connecting different parts of the world. The city's multicultural environment fosters a unique blend of Eastern and Western cultures. For decades, Hong Kong thrived under a one-country, two-systems framework. This arrangement allowed the city to maintain its distinct identity while being part of China. This system, agreed upon with the United Kingdom before the 1997 handover, promised Hong Kong a high degree of autonomy. The handover ceremony marked a significant moment in history, symbolizing a new era for Hong Kong. The city maintained its own legal system, currency, and freedoms of speech and assembly. These elements were crucial in preserving Hong Kong's unique status and ensuring its continued prosperity. This unique status allowed Hong Kong to flourish as a beacon of capitalism on the edge of communist China. The city's stock exchange became one of the most important financial centers in the world, attracting investors and businesses alike. However, recent years have seen a shift in the dynamics between Hong Kong and mainland China. Protests and political unrest have become more frequent, reflecting the growing tensions and uncertainties. Concerns over Beijing's growing influence have cast a shadow over the city's future. Political debates and discussions about Hong Kong's autonomy and freedoms have intensified, with many questioning the sustainability of the one-country, two-systems framework. The once bright flame of Hong Kong's autonomy has begun to flicker. The uncertainty has left many residents and businesses anxious about what the future holds. The world watches with bated breath, questioning what lies ahead for this remarkable city. As Hong Kong navigates through these turbulent times, its resilience and spirit will undoubtedly play a crucial role in shaping its future. The 1990s witnessed Hong Kong's economic rise reach its zenith. The city became an Asian tiger, roaring with unprecedented growth and prosperity. Fueled by free trade, low taxes, and a highly skilled workforce, Hong Kong's economy boomed. Its stock market soared, attracting international investors eager to capitalize on the Asian century. Hong Kong's success story was about more than just financial markets. The city became a global manufacturing powerhouse, producing everything from electronics to textiles. Its port bustled with activity, cementing its status as a global trade hub. The streets were abuzz with entrepreneurs and dreamers, all drawn to the city's promise of opportunity. This era of prosperity transformed Hong Kong's skyline and its society. Gleaming skyscrapers shot up, reflecting the city's newfound wealth. A new generation of Hong Kongers came of age, enjoying a standard of living unimaginable to their predecessors. The 1990s were a time of optimism and confidence for Hong Kong, a period when the city seemed unstoppable. While Hong Kong thrived, it was known for its vibrant economy, bustling ports, and as a gateway between the East and the West. Meanwhile, mainland China embarked on its own remarkable economic transformation, a journey that would reshape the global economic landscape. After Deng Xiaoping's reforms in the late 1970s, China gradually opened its doors to foreign investment and embraced market forces. These reforms marked the beginning of a new era, one that would see China transition from a largely agrarian society to an industrial powerhouse. What followed was an economic miracle, with China's GDP growing at an unprecedented rate. The country saw rapid industrialization, urbanization, and a significant rise in the standard of living for millions of its citizens. As China's economy grew, so too did its global influence. The nation began to play a more prominent role on the world stage, participating in international organizations and forging new trade relationships. It became the world's factory, churning out goods that flooded international markets. From electronics to textiles, Chinese products became ubiquitous, driving down costs and making consumer goods more accessible worldwide. Chinese companies, once unknown entities, emerged as global players, competing with established multinational corporations. Giants like Huawei, Alibaba, and Tencent became household names, leading innovations in technology and e-commerce. This shift in the global economic order had profound implications for Hong Kong. The city, which had long been a financial hub, now had to navigate its relationship with a rapidly rising mainland China. By 2017, the once unthinkable had occurred. Mainland China's economy had dwarfed that of Hong Kong. The economic center of gravity had shifted, with cities like Shanghai and Shenzhen emerging as new financial powerhouses. The city, once the undisputed economic powerhouse of the region, now found itself increasingly reliant on the mainland for trade and investment. This interdependence brought both opportunities and challenges. This shift in the balance of power created anxieties in Hong Kong. The city's residents and business community grappled with questions about their future, their autonomy, and their unique identity. Some worried about the city's future, questioning whether it could maintain its unique identity and autonomy under the shadow of a resurgent China. The cultural and political implications of this economic shift continue to be a topic of intense debate and concern in Hong Kong. Section 4, A City Divided, the 2019 protests, and the national security law. In 2019, long-simmering tensions over China's influence in Hong Kong boiled over into mass protests. The city, known for its vibrant economy and unique blend of Eastern and Western cultures, found itself at the center of a political storm. Triggered by a controversial extradition bill that would have allowed criminal suspects to be sent to mainland China for trial, the protests quickly gained momentum. The bill was seen as a direct threat to Hong Kong's judicial independence and the one country, two systems framework. The protests quickly morphed into a broader pro-democracy movement. What began as a fight against the extradition bill evolved into a larger struggle for greater democratic freedoms and autonomy from Beijing's tightening grip. For months, Hong Kong was gripped by unrest. The streets became battlegrounds, with protesters and police clashing almost daily. The city's infrastructure was strained and the economy took a significant hit as businesses closed and tourism plummeted.
Millions took to the streets, demanding greater autonomy, democratic reforms, and accountability from the city's government. The sheer scale of the protests was unprecedented, with people from all walks of life joining the movement. The protests were met with a heavy-handed response from the authorities, with tear gas, rubber bullets, and mass arrests becoming commonplace. The police's aggressive tactics only fueled the protesters' resolve, leading to more intense and widespread demonstrations.
The world watched in shock and dismay as the city descended into chaos. International media outlets provided extensive coverage, and global leaders expressed their concerns over the escalating situation. The images of violence and unrest tarnished Hong Kong's reputation as a stable and prosperous international hub. The city's once thriving economy faced significant challenges, and its future as a global financial center was called into question. The protests exposed deep divisions within Hong Kong society, pitting those who yearned for greater democracy against those who prioritized stability and order. Families, friends, and communities found themselves divided over the future direction of their city.
In response to the unrest, Beijing imposed a sweeping national security law on Hong Kong in 2020. The law was seen as a decisive move to restore order, but it also raised significant concerns about the erosion of freedoms in the city. The law, which criminalizes acts of secession, subversion, terrorism, and collusion with foreign forces, has been widely condemned by Western governments and human rights groups as a draconian crackdown on fundamental freedoms. Critics argue that the law effectively silences dissent and undermines the autonomy that Hong Kong was promised under the one country, two systems principle. Despite the heavy-handed measures, the spirit of resistance remains alive in Hong Kong. Many residents continue to find ways to express their desire for freedom and democracy, even in the face of increasing repression. The international community continues to watch closely, with many countries voicing their support for Hong Kong's pro-democracy movement. The struggle for Hong Kong's future is far from over, and the city's fate remains a critical issue on the global stage. As Hong Kong navigates these turbulent times, the resilience and determination of its people stand as a testament to their enduring spirit. The city's journey is a powerful reminder of the universal quest for freedom and justice.
Section 5. A chilling effect, international business and the new Hong Kong. The imposition of the national security law sent shockwaves through the international business community. Many multinational companies with operations in Hong Kong were left grappling with the implications of the new law. They faced a difficult choice: comply with the law, even if it meant compromising their values, or withdraw from the city, risking access to the lucrative Chinese market.
The initial response from the business community was cautious. Many companies adopted a wait-and-see approach, hoping to weather the storm and maintain a presence in the city. However, as the crackdown on dissent intensified, some began to have second thoughts.
Experts warned that the new security law could erode Hong Kong's status as a global business hub. They argued that the law's vague language and harsh penalties created a climate of fear and uncertainty, making it difficult for businesses to operate freely. The erosion of Hong Kong's rule of law, they argued, would ultimately deter foreign investment and talent.